Still a couple of balls to go in this over. Drags it back in. Nicely played by Parna. In fact, she's picked the gap as well. There is a fielder, however, in the deep. Will keep it down to a single. 3 runs stolen away. And there's Ankita. Loops one up, nicely comes down the track and drives it to Shushmita. Direct hit can be trouble, but then Mamani, she is one of the quickest of the lot and straight away applauded by Ankita. 10 overs gone, the RARH Tigers 39 for 1.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes, yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
Dhara to continue. Pressure's building now. (59 or 59). It's even. Another quick one. Pratibha misses again. You might be watching and thinking how many is she missing, but let me tell you, it's not easy. No matter how much you practice this, in the game it either clicks or it doesn't click. And if it's one of those days, no matter what you try, you will not get a direct hit. And when it does hit the stumps directly, the batter will be in. That's how it goes. Another cross-batted shot by Parna. Just away from Pratibha this time. Mamani goes for another lap and almost gets her leg stump or the bails off of the leg stump. Dhara knows how close that was. And now if I was Dhara, I'd go back to one of those quicker deliveries which she knows she can bowl. But this time Parna, oh, it's chance for Pratibha again, and that's number 4 that she's missed. Oh, it's getting closer and closer every time. Parna this time not playing it too cross-batted, slightly straighter. Again she was gone. It's Parna, but misses the stumps. Looks like she's fine. They are very close, all these players. Parna and Dhara play for the same state team. 55 or 55. They're going along nicely here. SHRACHI Tigers, but one good over and things can change for either the batting or the bowling side. That'll be 4. It's past Sanchita at mid-on. Pratibha was there all this while at mid-on. Why was the change made? Where did she go? She was doing so well at mid-on. She's gone to mid-off suddenly. And I think Shushmita was going to get there. But it just bobbled up over her hand. And that'll be a boundary. 47 for 1 after 11. Mamuni in a bit of pain too.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes, yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
Nicely bowled by Parama. 51 of 53 now. And Rohit, remember what happened with the ADAMAS HOWRAH Warriors? The game they lost. They were pulling along nicely with Shabani and Dhara. They kept doing this run a ball all the way down till the 20s. Then one person got out and nobody could even get bat on ball. So, my question is, are the SHRACHI Tigers doing the right thing?
Well, I think I should first touch on a bit of a difference. That's nicely played down the leg side. That may just go all the way for a boundary. And she does an excellent job, all right. But we'll have to take a look at whether she was able to stop that in. And now answering your question. Yeah, looks like it's not a boundary. And now answering your question, Liam. Well, yes, they are walking the footsteps of the first game. I think, again, like, she's done it superbly, but when she released the ball, that is where the question is. Now, there you go. There, the ball is out there. I reckon she's just touched the boundary, but nonetheless, it has not been given a boundary. And yeah, run a ball itself is challenging, so they are kind of walking the footsteps of the Sobesco Smashers Malda. But the difference is that they were chasing 128, and this team is chasing 98. So 30 runs of gap. So I think run a ball will definitely work out wonders for the RARH Tigers, because the total that they are chasing is not as big as the Smashers. Looks like Mamani may have to head back. We're going upstairs. And I think she's lost her shoe in the process as well. She was kind of desperate to just get back in. Yeah, it's a fair delivery. There, Mamani dancing down the track. Gets beaten. Oh, the keeper didn't collect it. Now she does. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. That's a bit of lifeline altogether for the wicketkeeper as well. It was Aditi Kundu. Almost fumbled on the first one, but then quickly gathered it back on the second. And then dislodged the bails. Mamani Roy departs. And the second wicket falls. Mamani goes for 21.
They're diving in and diving out. It's MRF Brace all through. Enjoy the Brace experience. Brace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
Last ball of Parama's over. She's gotten a wicket, an important one rather. And that's a lovely delivery. 12 gone, the RARH Tigers. 52 for 2.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes, yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
"46 of 48. Mamuni was playing inside the crease so well. Down the wicket she went and she got stumped. And this could be close. A bit too much turn, I think, for Shushmita. Parna playing the sweep. Let's see it once again. Sharp turn. I think just going away, it struck her arm. Can still be LBW, but still was a bit too wide, I guess, the impact. Very good sweep shot this time by Deepa. She's played it really well. Good fielding on the boundary. They'll easily come back for 2. That's the intent you want from a new batter. Keep the eyes on the ticker. 43 of 46. 43 runs away from second position, guaranteed, the SHRACHI Tigers. And for the ADAMAS HOWRAH Warriors, 43 runs is like a countdown timer for their survival. But the good thing about it is that on the other hand, there's 45 balls, which is a bit of a lifeline for them to flighted delivery. Thought of the sweep for a second. It was too full to sweep. This is where Shushmita's experience comes into play. I think she should dart this in because Deepa's looking for the sweep. Don't give her that space to do so. Short this time, played away. Will be a single. Last ball now. Parna needs to stay there. She needs to be there till the end for the SHRACHI Tigers. Plays that away nicely for a single. 5 of the over. 13 gone, 57 for 2.
Parama comes back for her third over. Current run rate 4.38, required rate 5.86. That is wonderfully driven, and that's in the gap as well. Parna Paul will get the boundary. And I think every single run scored, every boundary struck is like driving a stake through the heart of the ADAMAS HOWRAH Warriors. As my co-commentator Liam spotted out in the last over, it's like a timer for survival, and that is exactly the case. Barely surviving, barely clawing their way. And nicely worked out on the offside, on the leg side rather. Straight to Pratibha Mandi. Parna now batting on 14 of 16. And this is good showmanship, to be honest, from the RARH Tigers. Their bowlers did the job, and all they now need to do is keep a calm head around their shoulders. Get this single. Shushmita, direct hit, could have been a close call. And I think a quick word of acknowledgement as well, a quick word of apology. And then she eventually gets disappointed with herself. A direct hit and Parna was gone. There have been quite a few close calls today. Dhara Gujjar, Shushmita Ganguly, everybody have been involved in missing out on direct hit opportunities. That turn back in, watchful batting from Deepa. Gets another single. This is excellent running between the wickets. And this is exactly what you should do. Because ideally when you are involved in a match like this, when you're up against one of the top teams as well, who are eyeing for that semi-final berth, you know it's not going to be easy. But then your bowlers pull off a stunning display, force a collapse altogether. A little shimmy down the track from Parna, but straight back to Parama. 6 runs of the over already, and this is a pretty quick over. One ball remaining. Will Parna go big, or will just play as per the situations? Rocks back, and as the ball nipped back in, she didn't show any interest whatsoever. 14 gone, the RARH Tigers are 63 for 2.
They're diving in and diving out. It's MRF Brace all through. Enjoy the brace experience. Brace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
Seems like it's under control for the SHRACHI Tigers, 35 of 36. But one thing we have learnt during the Sobisco Bengal Women's Pro T20 League is that anything can happen. Don't rule it out till the final ball. Ishita comes back in, it's in the air, and she almost breaks the deadlock. Big chance, Dhara's dropped it. Did she reach though? That's the question, we'll find out on the replay. Was in the air. It was very tough. If anyone could take it, it's Dhara. Couldn't get there in time. Few Guardians watching on. Pratibha Mandi's mom as well. That's been pulled away. Ishita has done really well in this game. 1 for 9 of 2.2. She's been brought back by Dhara to try and break this partnership. Nicely bowled, played back by Deepa. Every dot ball is important. Right now, the Wizards' fate, the Warriors' fate hanging in the balance. That is a more relaxed game. Wonder what the equation is there. Chance again. This should be gone. It is. That's a suicidal run. That is gone. And it's Parna Paul who is crossed with her teammate, and she will have to depart. She knows it. As I said, the game ebbs and flows. Easy does it. Easy does it. Good throw at a comfortable height. The bail's dislodged, and that will be red. The person who had to stay there till the end is not going to be there. Parna Paul departs for 16 of 20. Run out by Pooja, and that's a big, big wicket. She came down the wicket and that said, no, I don't think the run was on, to be honest. Just straight to Pooja. Easy throw. Ishita removes the bails and Parna's gone. Deepa still on strike. Priyanka Kurmi is the new batter. In the air now, over point. Chase is on. Nicely fielded by, I think, Pratibha on the deep. Priyanka likes to play her shots. SHRACHI RARH Tigers need 32. A 32 which will be 32 runs that the Rashmi Midnipur Wizards will be wanting as well. Well, I think it's going to be another last over finish. Priyanka pulls it away. They will settle for one. 5 overs to go. It's still tight. 67 for 3.
They're diving in and diving out. It's MRF Brace all through. Enjoy the brace experience. Brace it out on MRF Steel Brace Radio.
Dhara Gujjar had an expensive couple of overs and now she's back. Now we know Dhara Gujjar, she can change the game. She can change the game. She's done that before. She's brought a team back fighting. It's a sultry afternoon here. Starts off with a loopy delivery. Excellent work there by Dhara. Look at how quickly she reaches out. She may have hurt her elbow, but then she doesn't care. She gets back up and she gets rolling. The world was talking about a lot of incidents since morning. That has been pulled away by Priyanka. There is protection in the deep and good work as well. So talking about Dhara's injury, we've seen a handful of valiant cricketers, whether they have been bruised. Once again, it looks like Dhara has been injured. But she's all right. She says she's okay. She's gonna fight. In the morning, we witnessed Piyali Ghosh fainting. That's a brilliant shot. Well, just fall short of the fielder. She does well to recover. We saw Piyali Ghosh fainting in between a game and getting back up and helping her team to push and push until there was nothing left in her arsenal. This was the first ball. Look at how she rolls up and she realizes that she has an impact on that elbow. Look at how she kind of bites her lips gets back up and she says it's okay. I'm all set, I'm all right. I'll keep on fighting. And I think that's what a warrior looks like. Fearless. Absolutely fearless. Straight to the fielder. Danger at the non-striker's end, but the throw had to be much sharper. It was Ishita with the throw in. 28 needed from 26. Is there a twist coming in? You never know. A little shimmy down the track. They will fall short of the fielder. Straight to Shushmita. One of the safest and the most reliable hands in the Warriors side. Still a ball to go in this over. And Priyanka Kurmi, she can certainly bat. A swing and a miss, and that stayed low. In fact, the wicketkeeper as well made a hash of affairs. It was Aditi Kundu who couldn't collect it on the same time. And it looks like we will now head to a strategic timeout before the final act of the drama begins.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes, yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
Four overs to go, Ishita's fourth. 27 to get. Deepa on strike. Goes for the big heave. It's in the air. And falls in between the three fielders. For once, a catch doesn't go towards mid-wicket. It goes over. But almost to the hands of deep mid-wicket. They're going to play their shots here. They know one or two boundaries and the pressure will be off. But at the expense of wickets. Dhara knows that they keep getting wickets, the newer batters will crumble. Priyanka comes down the wicket. This could be the one they were looking for. And they do. Almost a clash. Shravani and Pooja. Sorry, says Pooja. To her senior Ishita picks up second wicket. That could have been horrific, but instead the Warriors pick up another wicket, and now the pressure will be mounting. Priyanka goes for 3.
It's a very cute little conversation that happened between Shravani Paul out there and the fielder, of course. Roshni Khatun comes into the attack. Roshni Khatun changed the game with the ball in her hands. Can she now be the beacon of hope for the RARH Tigers? Yorker there, couldn't really pluck it out. That's excellent work by Shushmita Ganguly. Ishita, she's been phenomenal with the ball so far. Claimed a couple of wickets and she's still fighting. What do we have in store? 25 from 21. Are we heading towards another closely contested battle? And that's gone down the ground. It may just run all the way to the fence. You bet it will. We were talking about a much needed boundary, much fuller in nature, into the slot. And that was easy pickings. Very easy pickings. In situations like these, you've got to be careful. You can't afford to go for the fuller delivery. And once again, that has been struck. There is protection in the deep. Fielder comes around, keeps it down to a single.
Valuable runs from Deepa. Now she's the one who has to stay. Chandrima looks like she's coming out next. Ankita looks fairly relaxed. They know they're in the semis, that's for sure. That's a chance for a run out. Shravani's throw is not with venom. And again, I think there's a mixed up between her and Pooja.
Yeah, I think Pooja just gave it back to her a few moments ago. Shravani did a bit of talking to for Pooja. And then Pooja comes back and states, you only had to pick.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes, yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
Pratibha Mandi comes in. Now this possibly is going to be one of the most important overs of her life.
Yeah, Rohit, I think it is probably going to be the most important 2 overs, because she might just bowl, she should bowl the 18th and the 20th, but of course she has to take it to the 20th first.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 needed from 18. And that has been played down the ground. Good work there, Shushmita. Covering yards altogether. Keeps it down. That's exactly what they need.
I think you can't be bowling to Deepa in the slot. She's very good down the ground. We've seen that already. If you bowl into the slot, she will go for it. 19 of 17, a few dot balls required here. Maybe wickets as well. They would love a wicket here.
Yeah, absolutely. A wicket falls here and the entire equation gets rewritten. Dances down the track again. That's in the air. And that's beaten the infielders. That's another boundary. What was Pratibha Mandi thinking? A fuller delivery, allowing Roshni to come down the track.
What a shot. Picks it up nicely. No chance for Shushmita. In fact, Dhara was closer. And this is poor bowling from Pratibha. And Shushmita looks back at her thinking, we've set the field for something else. But you've bowled it full. Welcome boundary once again from Roshni. This time from Roshni. 15 to get off 16. Pressure on Pratibha. Bowls a slow one. That is launched. That is launched. A good effort in the deep, but that's 4. And these 2 boundaries from Roshni have given the SHRACHI RARH Tigers the momentum and the advantage.
Heartbreak. Absolute heartbreak. Terrific shot there from Roshni. We said it before, and we're going to say this again. Roshni turned the game with the ball in her hands, and now she's done it with the bat in her hands.
Most definitely. Well spotted, Rohit. And now it all comes back to that ADAMAS HOWRAH Warriors game versus the Wizards. That one keeps low. They were in a similar position. The Wizards managed to win that game. And now the Wizards are watching on, hoping that the RARH Tigers can do the job for them.
This is what a cricket marathon tournament looks like. That's in the air. Fielder getting underneath it. She's taken a catch. Sensational catch. Are we done yet? Pooja Rajak says that Roshni will have to head back. Terrific take.
And again, this time a slower ball from Pratibha. It wasn't picked up by Roshni. Brilliant catch. Moving backwards. Eventually she had to go down. Look at the come on from Shushmita. These games ebb and they flow. And again it moves another way now. Roshni goes for 9.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
Rupal Tiwari comes in. 11 needed from 13. If there are a couple of dot balls that follow suit, you never know.
I think this is a big ball, Rohit, because if Pratibha manages to get this right, if it's a dot ball, then it'll be a lot of confidence for her taking it into that final over which she should bowl. If it goes for a boundary, then it could be curtains.
Yeah, absolutely. If it goes for a boundary, it's game, set, match. Not really. They will have a single. And they may just have a double as well. Not really. Dhara Gujjar. She's got cannons for arms. 18 gone, 88 for 5.
Viratji, can you recommend a good car tire?
You mean a tire with long life and comfort?
Yes.
Then of course, it's the MRF ZLX tire. You can bet on it, my friend.
Two overs to go. And 10 runs to get. Liam, I would like to ask this quick question to you. I think we were discussing this off air, and that is Sujata De. She's retired out. I understand she was exhausted, and she's not doing well either. But as the rule suggests, you need to have a physical injury to retire hurt and then come back later. But if you are exhausted and you decide to call it a day, let's retire out, and you can't come down to bat, do you think it's a wise call? Again, we'll only be able to determine whether that's a wise call or not after this over, because this is a make or break over. And a bit of warning as well. Well, we have seen it all.
Dhara knows exactly what's going on everywhere. She's alert. We'll talk about Sujata's case in a second after this ball. Rupal on strike, goes for a sweep. Impact outside off. Good decision from the umpire. Dhara knows it as well. So, of course, SHRACHI Tigers keeping one eye on the semi-finals. So that way it's fine. It might cost them the game. But I think if they were fighting for their lives the way the Warriors were, Sujata would have pushed on. Comes down the wicket again. Is that a missed stumping opportunity? It looks like it is. Rupal comes down the wicket only to play a sweep.
Well, excellent analysis, since they have 1 foot in the final, or in the semi-final rather. They have qualified. I think that is why they could go forward with the risk. Impact outside, but more importantly, 3 dot balls on the trot, and suddenly the equation is tipping again.
Now we see Ankita. We saw Hrishita Basu and her actions, her reactions during the last game. Now it's time for Ankita to be in the same position. Rupal comes on the wicket, hits it straight to cover. No chance for a run out because they've been sent back quickly. What a piece of fielding from Pooja. She's been great. How about this over from Dhara? 4 dots in a row.
Game-changing over. This is what happens when you have someone as experienced as Dhara in your ranks. Adel Shimi down the track, gets beaten again. 5th dot in a row, Rupal Tiwari. She's now turning in a whirlwind of despair.
And I'm not understanding why Rupal is trying to hit the ball so hard. She's trying to hit it very hard. Now she connects. It was a full toss. There is a fielder in the deep. They will only take 1. That means Rupal is on strike again. How much do we speak about game management? It goes down to the final over of the league stage now to decide whether it is going to be the Warriors or it's going to be the Wizards. 89 for 5.
Last over to go. 9 runs needed. What an excellent turnaround again. And guess what? We have got Shushmita Ganguly in the attack. Rupal Tiwari couldn't fire against the captain. Now she has the vice captain to deal with. And there goes Shushmita. First ball. That's a single.
That's better from Rupal. She had to do that 5 or 6 balls ago. That's when she had to take the single. Now Deepa knows that she has to get a boundary. 2-3 balls. The first 2 balls are very important here. If it doesn't go for a boundary, then I think Shushmita has got Deepa under control.
How many more quickened heartbeat moments will we have, Liam, in the commentary box? It's been happening since the morning.
Oh, absolutely. And during our break, we tuned into the men's T20 World Cup. We saw that as well, which went down to the wire. 8 to win of 5 now. And hopefully we have 3 more of these games. We have semis and finals coming up.
And that's a massive heave. That may just go all the way. It does. This is exactly what the RARH Tigers wanted. And Deepa has delivered. Look at the sigh of reprieve on their face. It feels like the breath of a lifetime.
Ankita applauds, but with not too much excitement. She just contains herself. And Shushmita set the field for everything but the sweep. But Deepa swept it away. And now it's pressure on the bowler because it's only a shot away from victory.
Yeah, one strike away and they are done. Is this decision right to bring in Shushmita for the final over? Because Deepa is actually playing the spinners well. And Shushmita usually tosses the ball up. Almost in a similar area. And that should be the winning runs. That is it. The Rashmi Mednipur Wizards have stormed into the semi-finals. As the ADAMAS HOWRAH Warriors, despite a valiant turnaround, has been denied an entrance.
And all thanks to the SHRACHI Tigers, who are the winners of this match by 5 wickets. They have done the job, and yesterday when we departed, we mentioned that the Wizards need 2 things to happen. They need the Warriors and the Smashers to lose. We thought it was impossible, but they both lost. And now the Wizards, with 7 points along with the Laksham Kolkata Tigers, go through to the semi-finals. What a league stage this has been, Rohit.
And what a finish this has been. Absolutely terrific. Raising the stakes higher than ever. We went down to the last over. And eventually, by the end of what has been an excellent group stages, we have found our 4 semi-finalists. Just to clarify things for you, the 4 semi-finalists, well, we'll get back to that. A quick recap of the scorecard. Deepa Das, 23 of 18, the star of the show. She had support from Mamani Roy and Sujata Dey as well. Look at the bowling cards. Ishita Saha with a couple of wickets, Pratibha Mandi with a wicket, and Parama Mondal with a wicket. But the rest of the bowlers fails to chime in. Look at the highlights. Sujata started well and gave them the desired momentum. Couple of big hits before Ankita holed out to mid-wicket. And then Dhara's arrival in the centre didn't really do much wonders today. She was expensive in the first 2 overs. And then Mamani Roy losing her wicket. But things didn't really change. Parna Paul looked good for her stay in the centre. She played her shots extensively before this happened. Despite Parna Paul putting in a full snatch dive, it wasn't enough. Priyanka Kurmi lost her wicket as well. And then Deepa, she joined the act and she played fearlessly. Came down the track, smacked a handful of boundaries, kept on going at the bowlers. And this was despite a desperate attempt. And I reckon Pratibha Mandi, somehow they went forward with Shushmita Ganguly, and Shushmita's very first 2 balls were being swept away with disdain as the Dhara, or rather apologies, as the ADAMAS HOWRAH Warriors crashed out. SHRACHI Tigers bolstering their finish. A look at the match summary: 27 for Shushmita Ganguly, Roshni Khatun figures of 3 for 5, and then Deepa Das unbeaten, 23 of 18. Ishita Saha 2 for 18. The RARH Tigers won the match by 5 wickets. We'll now head into a short break and return with the post-match presentation where Liam Bain awaits.